Role with the Congress Youth Theatres, I'm their stage manager for their productions, and I was actually a member of the youth theatre at the budding age of 13. Many years later now, at the age of 29, and for the last 4 years I've actually been running the actual theatre itself. I sort out rehearsal venues, and when it comes to the shows, I build their sets, I help with the props, I help with the kids backstage in rehearsals. Basically, I help wherever I can. I think that's one thing you can say about the youth theatre team. It is a team effort and everyone helps wherever they can.
Tobias is a young child, I'm about the age of 10 years old, kind of a street urchin who latches on to people for older adults for security and for basically shelter and somewhere to go, so he ends up working for Pirelli.
Pirelli's miracle elixir, anything what slicks soon sprats curls. Try Pirelli's when you see I fix it, you can have your picture of the girls.
He's had a very abused childhood, which makes him not all there, but he's still very willing to please, but never reacts to being treated badly. So then when he ends up later on in the show working for Mrs. Lovett, that's why he's so fond of her, because she's not as horrible to him as other people previously have been, but he just likes to know that he's got the security of having an adult to look after him, even if they perceive him as a burden. I think his insecurities are ultimately what trigger him becoming a bit mad and crazy at the end of the show.
Pirelli is a facade for Davy Collins, who's a street mountebank working as a barber and a tooth puller, claiming to be the tooth puller to the King of Naples. And basically, Toby is his front man. He drums up the business. He stirs the crowd up, ready for Pirelli to come on and do his thing. Yeah, he's valuable. I don't think Pirelli realises how valuable Toby is.
The lighting with a production like this is very, very important. It's a very technical show. The lighting will enhance the show as such. It brings up the atmosphere. Because of the way that Sweeney Todd is written, it's a very dark piece, which means that it's got to be lit very sensitively, but also enough so you can still see the actors' faces. The lighting plays a major role in the actual production. It's not just the actors on stage. The lighting affects people's judgment of things.
In some productions, I think sometimes the chorus kind of let it down a bit because you don't really see their characters coming through, but I think because we've all got our individual ones, it helps build the cast to work more as like a team. Yeah.
If everyone knows who they are, they can start to become three-dimensional and
carry on throughout the whole show and
stand out, but for the right reasons.
Chorus is probably the strongest chorus I've worked with, because so often you get a chorus, it's like there's the leads and then there's the chorus backing them up, but in this it's the leads and the chorus.
You depend on them just as much as they depend on you.
They're a lot more, even though they're not on stage as much as they are in some other plays, you tend to depend on them more because they are a big part of it.
His voice was soft, his manner mild.
He sounds a lot, but he often smiles.
He's seen how civilized men behave. He never forgot and he never forgave. Not Sweeney Todd. Barbara Fleet Street.
I think this chorus have done very well.
Yeah, and with the costume as well, they've just made it. It looks brilliant. I think the chorus are brilliant. And they've had such hard harmonies to learn as well. They've done really well.
Nine. 9 o'clock. It's going to be 9 o'clock. Technical difficulty.
Finish at 1. We're just anxious now. We know that we've got it right, and we just want to make the last night the best. I know I do.
I'm all about that.
I'm focused.
I'm all about these sweets.
Doing nothing on this. Something that was just funny.
Men. You know, like friends, I mean, just not to
Perhaps today you gave a nod to Sweeney Todd, Redeemer Barbara Fleet Street.
This is the last night, lads.
Last night.
And for me, Jamie and James, this is going to be our last ever squeeze. Our last ever show. It's a little bit emotional. Right, tonight, this is the big one. This is Wales, England. This is big stuff. This is the final thing. There's no going back after this.